All right. Hey. I am the new proud owner of a Scag FS30. This is the finish cut. Uh, I guess there's a few videos out there giving a review on this already. I guess I'll add my 2 cents in. I cut grass and I do other landscape maintenance for a living. And so I've been kind of upgrading as the time goes on. Sort of with a regular push mower that I bought off of Craigslist. And then I bought a Honda little 21-inch push mower, upgraded. Thought, $500-600 is expensive for a mower. And then shortly after that, I updated and got the Toro Push Pace Time Master 30-inch cut as a upgrade. Really, I needed something bigger. Started to get more accounts, and I needed to increase my efficiency. So the Time Master was great, but it lacked power, and it was really more of a residential lawnmower. So I really needed to get something that can handle bigger projects, handle taller grass, and really give a nice clean cut. So I just bought this today. It's the end of the season. We're in end of September. So we only got a couple more months to go before, we put these things away. So I got this guy on sale. It was a few $100s off. It was the last one in stock that they had. And I guess, due to the whole COVID crisis stuff and manufacturing issues, that there's not a whole lot of inventory that's going to be on the horizon for next year. So I figured might as well buy this now, use it for the rest of the season, make a few payments because I had to finance this because these things are not cheap. But put a pretty huge down payment on it, and then I put the rest on a credit card. And so hopefully by the end of the year it is paid. So there's my cat. So I did use it today for the first time, and to give you an honest review, it's okay. I like it. It does cut nicely, but the thing is a beast. It's heavy. It's a couple 100 pounds more than what the Time Master push pace is, and I used it on one of my more complicated jobs, more hillside and side slope kind of projects. And one thing that really got me leery about buying this, if you see this, it says here finish cut, but right down here it says do not operate down or up slopes. And this one here, it says do not operate over here on a slope. So I guess Scag only wants you wanting to use this on a flat surface, but I'm not sure how many people, landscapers, serious lawn cutter guys, gals, are not going to be using it on a slope. So I did use it today on the hardest client that I have, and it's all slope and weird angles, and I noticed that I had to struggle a little bit because it is heavy and it's hard to maneuver. It's not agile. That is one thing about this thing. It's not a very agile machine. It's a powerful machine, but agility is not its strong suit. So if it had some swivel feet, it'd be a lot easier, but those fixed wheels really make it a pain in the ass to turn it around and throw it around when you want to. So I guess if you see the other reviews, you're going to see all the other little features and benefits that this mower has to offer. I would say the biggest thing here is the engine. The engine is a pretty strong engine. It's the Kohler engine. It's definitely got more power than the Time Master, and it is a bigger engine than the Toro 30-inch commercial version. So it was between this one or the Toro, and I went with my gun instinct and went with the Scag. So I do want to show you how it cuts. So I'm going to go across the street and cut my neighbor's yard right over here, and I'll cut that, and I'm going to use the side chute and not bag it. I did the bagging today, and on the last job, and it bags nicely. That's one thing that I did like, because I didn't have to empty the bag the entire time. So usually I have to empty the bag twice on the last one. So it's definitely got, I guess it's rated for 2.5 bushels, so it holds up. I didn't have too many problems with the bag, despite some of the other reviews saying that the clip or the connection piece could be really hard to find, you know. So if you're mulching, or not mulching, but if you're bagging all the time and you're going back and forth, it could be a real pain in the butt, from what I understand. So, but I haven't really come to that conclusion yet, since I've only had to empty it once. One other awesome feature that I liked about this one compared to the other mowers is the gas tank. So on the push pace and the Toro, that's a quarter tank. So I would maybe a hair above that. So I would find myself running out of gas mid lawn on some clients' properties, and having to run out to the car, come back and fill it up, and have to deal with the can after I get done cutting. So this thing will hold a gallon. So I'm assuming it's going to get me through a few lawns before I have to fill it up. And I'll let you know more if I post another video on this thing, on how well and how many hours it can deliver with one tank of gas. Another neat thing too, it's a feature that I noticed, is this guy here tells you how many hours the machine has. The other thing too about the actual cockpit is that when you engage the blade, this thing here, this is your drive function. So it will fluctuate between 0 and 4 miles an hour depending on how fast you squeeze it or how much you squeeze it. So one thing that I do notice, if you are on a slope and you squeeze it, you're going to start popping wheelies, and you might leave high spots in the grass, and you might have to back it up and recut that. So that could be a real big pitfall. So you'll have to put pressure up on the lever or the handle to keep the front end down, because if you notice, the weight can really, you'll be able to pop wheelies really easy if you're on a hill. So those are just some of the things here. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up and go across the street and cut my neighbor's yard. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon.